How many days does it take to sell an Oxfordshire home? Whether you're an Oxfordshire homeowner, first-time buyer or landlord, the last 15 months has been a roller coaster when it comes to the Oxfordshire property market. With 213,000 house buyers and 58,000 UK tenants moving home in June, the summer has been manic for many, many people, meaning some Oxfordshire homeowners are asking if they should be staying put, or should they wait for the best home to come onto the market before actually putting their own home up for sale, or find a buyer but be unable to find a property. It is all rather confusing. Then we have some Oxfordshire landlords who are actually asking themselves if they should buy another property investment, and some are even wondering if they should actually sell and cash in on the boom. And then finally, with 95% mortgages back, first-time buyers are asking if they should look to take the plunge and actually buy their first home, or whether they should wait. In my article this week, I hope I can help you with the decisions you might want to make and to navigate this very unusual post-lockdown housing market. So let me start with some pretty interesting stats to show you what's actually happening at the moment in the Oxfordshire property market. The average time it takes to sell a property here in this housing market is 55 days. It's very interesting when compared with nearby Kennington at 47 days, Woodstock at 59 days, and Aynsham at 120 days, and Abingdon 40 days. Look back 5 years and it took 118 days on average to sell a property here in Oxford. The local property market is now certainly cooking on gas. The property market has certainly solidified a little over the last few weeks, and the stamp duty holiday rush has seen its run, and the pent-up post-Brexit and more importantly post-lockdown demand has receded. And although I'm still observing competing offers on all or most of our Oxfordshire properties, I certainly get a feeling of a small shift in the balance of power between the seller and the buyer. Many people have actually put their house hunting on hold as they go on their first holiday since 2019. Be that glamping in Cornwall or having a few days out on a staycation. That means between now and mid-September, depending on what type of property you're looking for many buyers could well discover that there are fewer competitors for their next home than they actually thought there might be. Also, July and August are notoriously barren months for estate agents putting new properties up for sale. Yet since the typical seasonal property market is so out of kilter as a result of the pandemic, many agents are taking on a decent number of very good properties now, which is not something that characteristically would have actually happened in the summer months. The world's not normal. The pandemic's kind of going away, but the important thing is not to wait for the property to hit the portals. Yet research shows nearly 5 out of 6 people who bought their home were not on the agent's mailing list before they viewed the home they eventually bought. That's okay in a normal world and a normal property market, as you can wait until it hits Rightmove or Zoopla, yet these are unprecedented times, and if you're not on an agent's mailing list, you're probably going to miss out on these properties. If you don't put yourself on that agent's mailing list, you could end up losing the dream home. So it's very important, reach out to agents, get on their mailing list. And the question is, should you put your home on the market first, or should you wait for the right property to come along? Roll the clock back a few years and it was standard practice for people to wait for their dream home to actually come onto the market. Then they'd put theirs on the market and hope that it would sell in time. The housing market is so different, and only those who are in a position to proceed, either having cash in the bank, mortgage in principle, or those subject to contract, sold subject to contract, will be considered as serious buyers. Yet nobody wants to be homeless if they do sell. Estate agents are returning back to their old skills from the 80s and 90s by chain building, by starting at the bottom of the chain of the smaller house and building up a chain, waiting for everybody to find their next homes. Nobody needs to be homeless. Nobody wants to be the wealthiest homeless person. This is not an issue because most house sales are taken on average between 20 and 25 weeks. And as long as everybody communicates with each other and everyone knows where they are, then normally things go through, albeit a bit slower. And can you actually believe it? But estate agents really are earning their money with this. So what Oxfordshire homes are selling the fastest? So terrace and townhomes are selling in 67 days, detached homes, semi-detached homes 38 days, detached houses 47 days, and apartments are the longest at 92 days. Oxford landlords, maybe there are some bargains to be had with some apartments at that length of time on the market. Again, do your homework or even consider picking up the phone for a chat. I can help, and I'm always happy to help. So there you have it. The lessons I hope you have now learned from this are to put yourself out there on agents' mailing lists. Send them an email, call them, talk to agents about your requirements so you get a heads up first of when a property is actually coming onto the market. Don't just do everything over a computer screen and wait for Rightmove and Zoopla to alert you. Once you've found a property, be a little bit more patient with how long it takes to build a chain and then get the property through to an exchange and completion so you get the keys to your forever home. Whether you're an Oxfordshire homeowner, Oxfordshire landlord, first-time buyer or tenant, and you'd like any information, I'm always here to help. I sell some beautiful properties around the county, but I'm always here to give advice. Thank you very much. This is Damion from Finer Country, Oxfordshire. Thank you.